Hey, welcome to the Six Star Loft. We're going to go over something today I think is critical for racers at this time of year that each racer should do with his birds. We got Black Diamond here. It's a nice hot summer day. Today is Tuesday, and what we're doing today is we're recording some information of the conditions of the bird. It's the start of another training week, and this is the information that I use here. Cameraman, can you zoom in on this? It just goes through, so the sheet that I made up goes through the band, the strain of the bird, hatch date, body type, and some important things is like the bird's body type and his weight. And we're going to go over his feathers, his primary flight feathers. So we're going to go through the bird. This is Black Diamond, nice young cock out of our tarantula family. He's one of the leaders of our flock. And what we're going to do is we're just going to basically go through his primary flight feathers and see if he's lost any feathers. Because what's important is when the bird loses his primary feathers, you gotta take him off the training team. You gotta take him off. You gotta let him get those feathers in. We've been fortunate. We got a good start for the year. We bred early, and we got some birds to the races, and we got some birds for the team. And you can see he's pulling back. He's a very strong-winged young bird. So far, one of the notes that we would cover right now is all of his primary feathers are there. He has all his feathers. He hasn't dropped any. A lot of guys believe in pulling feathers, whether you like to pull the primary feathers or you're going in with the natural system. You know, it's all up to your choice. But I see here, you know, he's got all of his feathers. Then I check the mouth of the bird, see if they got any signs of infection. And he looks like he's got a nice clean mouth. Check his eyes to see if his eyes are nice and clear. Check his nose, his nostrils, you know, his waffle, and see if he has any defects. You know, he been flying last week. Bless you, cameraman.
Thank you.
We checked check his bone to see. You can tell he's a strong young bird. Check his pectoral, and we fed him this morning. He's still got some feed in him. So this bird right here, he's primed to stay on the team this week and continue to race. For an example, last year during young bird season, I caught a young homer from the Queens Pigeon Club, and the bird had 3 feathers that were growing. And what happened was the bird got lost on a race, and I ended up catching him. And I said to myself, why are they flying the bird like that? When you neglect your birds like that, you're going to get poor performance. I evaluate my birds every week during training season and race season. And that's all to make sure the birds are in perfect condition. It's all about having the right knowledge and having the right care. This is why I like to say small. You imagine trying to do this to 70 birds. It'll take you a couple of days. By then you'll miss a training session. You're behind in your program. I like to stay small. This way I can check each individual bird, check their tail feathers. Another thing that I do, I check the droppings. I check to see if their droppings are nice and firm, and make sure that their digestive system is in place. And that's pretty much what we're doing here on a Tuesday afternoon. We're evaluating the birds, and then we're going to put the information down on our book. Six Star Loft.